Hey guys, how's it going? So, it's almost the new year. The new year is about to be here. And, it's a tough time, especially around the holidays. Depression goes up for a lot of reasons. But today I want to talk to you guys about just one of the things that we need to do in order to stay at a high vibration. And what that is to be ourselves as often as we can. If it would be amazing if we could be ourselves all of the time, like 100% of the time, but we live in an imperfect world, so things happen and we might fall down from that. But fact of the matter is, a lot of people that live, quote unquote live, they spend their whole lives without being themselves. They spend their whole lives with a mask. They spend their whole lives playing a role, being somebody else, being something that they're not meant to be. And this can happen for a lot of reasons that we can get to. I could talk about this subject all day, but it is absolutely crucial to find out who you are, to take the time to figure out who you are and what you want in life, to find out what makes you happy. Because happiness is love, and love is energy, and love is everything. So if you're not happy, you're literally dying. Like, I'm not even playing around. If you're not happy, every day that you spend not being happy you're not really living. That's how I see it. That's how I see life now. Like, you gotta live life like your happiness depends on it, and your happiness depends on you being who you are. If you're not being who you are, if you're not being authentic, you're literally slapping yourself in the face, and it's not gonna be a good life to live. You're always gonna have a hole inside of you that you believe that needs to be filled. And the main thing that keeps us from being who we are is fear. And fear is what is used to control. It's what's used to control this whole population. You think about it, we have wars, we have racism, sexism, all these things all start from fear. Fear causes separation and things like that. The fear separates us from our true nature, and it's being done in so many ways. Feel free to check out my other videos on the channel. I talk about what they do to use, how to use fear against us. But there's also part of the fear that it actually causes us to do things to ourselves. Like, we are scared of being judged. We are scared of not being accepted. We're scared that we're not gonna fit in. So, and this all happens as we grow up. We're told by the TV, by the news, and things like that. By our friends, by our family, even as well. We get told what they have learned in their lifestyle. So, instead of getting the decision to kind of learn for ourselves and make our own decisions and just kind of look at things, we're being bombarded with information from all over. And as a kid, you're a sponge. You're just absorbing everything, and you believe what you're told because this is your family, this is your teacher. What they're telling you is the truth. But I realized in my life that I had to get to the point where I just took everything out, just clean slate, just everything I've learned. I don't know if it's true or not. I gotta relearn it. I gotta do some research about it. I gotta see where that information comes from. And also, too, you do have a truth. You have a truth detector inside of you, a lie detector inside of you. You will know once you get in tune with yourself. You will know whether something is true or not. You will just feel it, because one of the best teachers, you are your own guru. So you actually have everything that you need in here. But until you get to know yourself so that you can be yourself, fear will keep you from doing that. And one of the best ways to get rid of fear is love. Self-love. Like, I speak about self-love all the time, and it is the most important thing. It is what is going to save you. It's what's going to save the world. What's so important about self-love is the fact that we are made to love. if you look at nature, which we are, not only are we a part of nature, we are nature. We are made of the same matter as the galaxy. And if you look around, you look at nature, you look at animals, and all they do is love by being themselves, by doing what they came here to do, and just doing their best to coexist. You know, they have their function and they do it day in and day out. They don't just give up one day. You look at a tree. Trees, even though we're destroying them, they don't just give up. And that's what love is. Love is being who you are. Love is being authentic. And as humans, we are humane beings. Beings of love, social beings. We're not beings that fight all the time. We're not beings that refuse to talk. We're not beings that love to just be by ourselves all the time. Being by yourself is good. You know, sometimes we have to recharge. But we do need to connect with each other. We need to, because we are all connected. How can we all be connected and yet we don't talk to each other on a day-to-day basis? We don't even acknowledge each other. But before you can even do all that, before you can make that connection, you got to start working on loving yourself. You can only give to others what you have done to yourself. So if you're letting that fear guide you on the inside, you're letting the anger guide you, all these things, you're letting those guide you, it will keep you from being at a love vibration. And once you get to a love vibration, once you start, you know, relearning everything that you know, and once you start getting rid of what you've been told, because definitely, you know, we get bullied, we get made fun of. I mean, I got made fun of my lips a couple of times. You know, some girls will look at me like, why are your lips pink? Or I remember, like, sometimes, like, you know, back in the day when he starts, now we always texting, but back in the day sometimes we would call and then they'd hear me on the phone, they'd be like, oh, you sound white, you know, it's things like that. We get told so many things as we grow up, and we just kind of like, we keep it, and sometimes we might say, oh, it doesn't bother us, but unless we actually go inside and tell ourselves that it doesn't, and we take care of that situation, it does, and we repeat it to ourselves constantly. Feel free to check out my video on self-judgment. I'll link that below as well. But we have to take the time to get rid of all these things that we have been told, because all of these beliefs, they're still there. If you haven't gone back, if you haven't meditated on these things that you have been told, they can stay with you, and sometimes we just forget about them, but they're still there. Our subconscious mind is so vast that everything, it just absorbs everything. So we have to continuously take care of our subconscious, clean it out every now and then, analyze what's going on in there, take some time to just slow down the mind. Meditation is key here. Spend time with yourself by meditating, you know, going out to nature, doing what you love. Get to a place where your mind isn't just a whole bunch of thoughts going back and forth, and to the point where you don't even know which voice is yours, you know. And another part of loving yourself is through the food. Taking care of your body, like, it's all connected, the body, the mind, and the spirit. And it definitely does start with the food. It's going to be hard to be physically fit to exercise if you're eating the wrong foods. Trust me, I've known this. That's why so many diets fail, because we're getting told to eat, like, cheese. How can cheese be a part of a diet? Like, that's literally just fat, and it's very addicting. So think about what you're eating. Like, God, if you believe in God, nature, you know, has given us everything that we need. We have all these fruits and vegetables that are just so delicious that we don't need to cook. We don't even need to cook them to eat them. They just taste good, and people are doing amazing things with them nowadays. Eat mostly raw. Like, I'm not a fully raw vegan, but I love my raw food. Like, I'm looking at like a whole bunch of bananas and watermelon and pineapple, mango. Well, I don't have mangoes here, but I love mangoes, avocados. Those foods will keep your vibration high. You know, your body knows what to do with those foods. It'll keep your energy up. Your body will do less work. You won't have to sleep as much, you know, because your body won't have to just rest. You can go out there and keep being you. You can go out there. Once you find out who you are, these foods will help you to do the things that you need to do. They will keep your vibration high, so that way you can be happy. And when you are happy, you can you stay in that low vibration. When you're happy, you can make good decisions. If you're eating foods that bring you to a lower vibration, and then that is when you start going backwards. You are what you eat, and food is information. So whatever you're eating, I like to think of it this way: if you don't already believe all the science that's out there about processed foods and the meat and dairies and bacon causing cancer and all that, if you don't believe the science part of that, think of it on a karmic level, and think of it as food being information. When you're eating that meat, what are you really eating? What happened to that animal? That animal was suffering, that animal was enslaved, that animal may have had their mother taken away from them, or it might have been the mother that had their son or daughter taken away from them. And all these animals are sentient beings that wanted to live. That is what you're eating. And not only that, all the steroids, the antibiotics, and all these things that they give these animals just so that they can survive, because they live in very inhumane conditions. Food is information, so just think about it that way. So really quick, so just keeping those things in mind, you can start to work on how to start being yourself, because that is what we're here for. We're here to be ourselves. We're here to, in a sense, to rediscover who we are, because we come in knowing that, but with all the things that happen, we forget. But we have the tool. Who we truly are, or higher self, is always within us. It's like that child inside of us, and that's the place of love. That's the place of truth. And once you get to that place, your whole life opens up. So if you like this video, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's talk. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about next. And I'll see you guys in the next one.